Hello everyone, welcome back to the best channel ever, Jedi Life Forever. Today, I'll be writing a love letter for the Swallows ssmp and the people I worked with this whole time. The Minecraft guy, King Menino, and everyone else who helped. This is a very important video in Survival ssmp history. It's not only new, it's different. Today, I'll be covering everything that has happened in the Survival ssmp so far that I've been here for. Today, we will cover the start, the failures, the revamp, requiem, and finally, where we are now. Sit back, relax, grab your popcorn and a drink as we go through the beginning and the entire history of the Survival ssmp. It's been a long time, guys. Jacob, Jacob 2, Jacob 3, Max, Kitty. It's been a long time. At the start, there was only 3 people in the Survival ssmp. It was the Minecraft guy YT, Redacted, and Jedi Life Forever, which is, hey, me. Now, I was the 3rd person to join the Survival ssmp, and I was crowned the admin not long after I joined. Now, there's not much to say about the start, but if you'd like to see what happened at the start, you could go to Creature uppercase R uppercase B on YouTube. That's the handle. That's where you see Survival ssmp launch, September 2nd, 2024. Somewhere around there, I believe. That was the start of the Survival ssmp. Not the day it opened, but the day it started. Now, that was a completely different seed from what we have today. Way different. You have the seed, and you have the seed, which we'll get to later. But you need to understand, sometimes when you're using a host for a Minecraft server, nothing always goes your way. That's why the death of Chapter 1 has approached. The death of the Survival ssmp. Now, as I said, not everything usually goes your way when you're hosting on a third-party website. Long story short, the file of the world was corrupted on a certain day. Who knows the date? Nobody. But we know, one day after the Minecraft got logged off, it was gone. We spent days trying to fix it. Weeks, probably. We could never get our progress back. So, that's why we segment into Chapter 2. The failures. Chapter 2. The failures. Now, there has been many failures in the survival SMP. May this be actors, ideas, servers, IPs, seeds, a lot. And one unfortunate mistake can cost you months of progress. The start of Survival SMP was gone, all because one mistake that nobody knows what happened. I I still can't believe I remember the day everything went wrong. That sacred beach, the beautiful orange sand, the Badlands biome, the desert next to it. We had this big bedrock box. We would brawl with withers and ender dragons. Enough from that. Chapter 1 is gone. Now, that is a failure, along with many of the people who have joined and left Survival SMP. We've had people like Boone, Pleasure Y, many others. And we usually solve it. But sometimes it just gets a little too much in our way. And we have to solve it ourselves. Usually we could solve it within minutes or hours of time. But when something goes wrong that you can't solve, what do? You have to resort to something bad. That's where we just throw away our ideas. Now, don't don't believe me when I say this, or believe me when I say this. Sorry, believe me when I say this. When we say failure, we don't mean bad. We mean rejected. Enough of that. We've had many IPs, servers, go to waste because we couldn't keep up with what was happening. At one time, we had 8 people on, 4 people on, 1 person on, and 3 people on, and 5 people on. It just was inconsistent. And every time we had a meeting, there would always usually be 1 or 2 or 3 people there, which is us. Just no one worked. But that all changed on this fateful day. A long time ago. We had an idea to make something new. Something amazing. Something that would work. And that was the Survival SMP revamp. Chapter 2, end. And now we move on to Survival SMP Requiem. It's hard to explain, but on my channel, if you go to my videos, you will see videos called the teasers for the Survival SMP Requiem. Now, this server was actually never released to the public, or released in general. Again, it was corrupted during moderation. Fixing some things up with mods is not always the right thing to do, apparently. But I thought it would be cool, and that's what happened. It was the wrong choice, apparently, and I messed up. So, there wasn't much on the server. All I knew that everyone was supposed to have a house, and it was supposed to replace this server. And it would have. It would be where we would record and do everything else. Now, don't get me wrong. It's still an idea in the back of our mind, but we probably won't use it. Now, I might as well add a little fun fact while we're here that's not related to the Requiem server. The series was originally planned to be a movie that we would animate, and it would be about 3 hours long. We had to learn Minecraft animation, but we never got to it. That's why it was scrapped and turned into a Minecraft series. Now, again, on the Requiem, you could see just about everything that was in the server on the videos. I actually made a documentary on the server, and I was the main owner for it. I was the main host, which is crazy because I'm the co-owner. I don't really do that stuff. It's mostly the Minecraft guy. YT, respectfully. And it was quite weird because I didn't know how to command a server like that. It was a lot of people that wanted me to make it awesome. Again, we do have a Discord server, it's just not public. But that's where we talk about everything, and that's where we get everything out. Our ideas, what's going on in the story, and what's happening. We also do our act, stuff there. We post videos and see if they're good yet. We make sure that they're good for our audience. I hope this is also an example as a good video for my viewers, if I have any. Now, it's complicated because it could have had lots of potential, but as you know, it's gone. Now, I don't know if we ever were going to go through with making it the big new thing. No, none of the story was going to change anyways, but it might have halted a little bit of progress, as we probably would have just kept building on that server over and over again. Don't mind that. And that's where chapter 3 comes to an end. You could technically count that as a failure, but chapter 3 end. Chapter 4 start. The revamp. Now, if you were watching the Minecraft Guys channel, you would notice that the server had gone through a lot of changes. Sort of like a remaster, but different. Nothing really changed. We just got new buildings and new characters, and the story changed. Now, I believe that this is for the greater good. For if without the revamp, we would have never had any of this. All of this would not be here. It would still be nothing. I believe we would get around to it sometime, but not anymore. Not any time close. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, we had new ideas. That's the reason we made the revamp. We took a about 2-month long break off of the Survival ssmp, and we were like, hey, maybe we should redo this one last time. Everyone agreed. And we we were back at it, man. We re-recorded all of the footage. That that was a mistake. We recorded all of the footage, and we thought we were done. We finally, had everything. We just had to finish the series. We were done until something bad happened. Everyone had quit the server. No one wanted to play anymore. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was just boring in school and it was just hard for everyone to keep up. So I thought that maybe it was over. It had a good run. I really wanted to get the server popular and the videos to come out, but to be quite frank, I didn't believe in anything about the server being able to have its uproar, blow up, and yeah, we left it behind. We were done with it. It's a sad thought, but you know, you can't change how people want to feel. But that didn't change how I wanted to feel. I wanted the server to thrive still. Hidden behind this lock, sort of a cabinet in my brain, I thought, maybe we could re-record. We could restart, do everything, change the story, make it better for everyone, more fun, more talent. We could finally do what we wanted to do. Truly, this time. And we did just that. Believe me when I say this, everyone decided that we should start again. End of chapter 4. If I had to change anything about the survival SMP, I wouldn't change a thing. I love this place. It's the only place where you can do whatever you want and not get in trouble. It's a beautiful place for everyone that can put effort into it and build it while it's still growing. I believe everyone, the Minecraft guy, King Banana, me, Pleasure Y, Boone 808, Dungeon Master, Contact Sign 468, and everyone, whoever helped, didn't just do it because they felt like it. Did it for a reason. And I don't know how we'll end up soon, but all I know is I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with where we are. Everyone that puts effort into it is fine, content, happy. Now, may this change? Yes. But this is the golden age of the server still. That's why we're having the most out of it. Now, when the story ends, that's not it for you guys. We have more. It's not a one run and gun thing. It's going to be a lot. And I hope you guys are buckled in and you guys stay tuned for what's coming next. You never know what's behind the next door. That's why you keep going through them. Good night, everyone.